Paul and Pat, every Sunday morning. Doing podcasts for you. You'll get golf tips and news off the tour, the review. Come and join us, have some fun.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Paul and Pat's podcast, the best golf podcast in the world, the only golf podcast in the world.
And this is second in a row. Second week in a row?
It's the second week in a row, yeah. So we're back with the version of the edition number 7, I think it is, of this year. So we're probably going to get into double figures this year, which is quite good, seeing as last year we did 48 and this year we've done 6. But anyway, we're trying our best, as you can see, and a lot's been happening this week on the tour. On the tour was a thing that Patrick used to do, but we fired him from it because he was rubbish at it. But there has been loads happening on the tour.
There has.
One thing that was awesome, and the other thing which was a bit odd, I think. Let's start with the odd one. FedEx Cup.
Yes.
Bill Haas has won the FedEx Cup. Oh, by the way, we've got beer.
Cheers.
Cheers. I'll just turn my alcohol fry away. Cheers, Santiago. So, this is wrong. Bill Haas wins one tournament, right? And he's won the whole FedEx Cup. I mean, that sucks.
It does. Well, that shot from the water was pretty cool. See how much
spin
he got on that?
We'll have to try that in a podcast coming up soon.
Yeah, you can hit the shot then.
I think we should try
didn't
that,
even get dirty by doing it.
No, but what I was really saying is I wasn't talking about that shot. I was saying Bill Haas is, I mean, he's had a few good finishes this year, but he wins the Tour Championship and wins the FedEx Cup, and he wins 10 million.
Well,
and Luke Donald has played great all year, and Luke Donald's English.
The thing with that whole thing is that the one who wins the Tour Championship wins the FedEx Cup.
Yeah, which is stupid, right?
Yeah, but they want to make it that way because then nobody can win the FedEx Cup before the last tournament of the season.
Ah, right. Do you think Race to Dubai is going to be like that?
Oh, I mean, it is more or less that way, isn't it?
Well, it seems to be. We'll see. Right. And the other thing, Solheim Cup. Did you see that?
I didn't see it, but I heard that obviously Europe won.
They did, yeah. And Michelle played against Suzanne in the singles, which was really interesting. And to be honest, I was thinking, well, I don't know who to support. Of course I know who to support. I support Europe, of course. And Suzanne beat Michelle on the 18th, which was really interesting. You know, it's two Leadbetter people playing against each other.
Probably best two players there.
Well, yeah, maybe, yeah. Sandra lost 6 and 5, unfortunately, on the last day. But anyway, it was really, really interesting to see. And 3 lead students and playing against each other. And it's like, who do you support? And yeah, European won, which is great. We know European colours today. You're wearing the old blue shirt, I've just noticed. But so that was a really interesting week.
Yeah.
And what have we got lined up today?
We're going to keep on going on the Brady basics. So we're going to do the posture today.
Good. And the posture looks like this. When we're speaking, I'll come closer to you.
Oh, well, I can come forward. Oh, it's recording actually.
Oh, it's recording already? Awesome.
Should I stop and start again?
Keep it going,
Okay.
We like that. So we've got the grip
down, right?
We've got the grip down. Yeah. You've got the grip
remember that, I hope. If not, watch the podcast last week.
Yeah.
So setup is obviously very important too.
Yeah. And we're going to deal with posture this week. We're not doing setup, we're doing posture. Right?
Sorry.
Because we want to try and string this out for as many podcasts as we can. So what we're going to do is talk about Patrick's posture. And I think if grip's the most important thing, then posture is definitely the next most important thing. Getting your balance right and standing over the ball properly.
It's all about the Brady basic. Really.
It is, right. So let's get you set up here. And Patrick's demonstrating what he thinks is a good posture. And a couple of things that make a good posture. I mean, everybody knows that your back should be relatively straight. Obviously, the straighter your back is, the more you're going to be able to rotate. So I think everybody knows about that. But there's a couple of things we want to point out here which are really interesting. One of the things we always use, which has stood the test of time, is sort of this balance line here, and you can see that a line from the back of Patrick's shoulder goes through his knee and into the ball of his foot. And this balance line sort of works with almost every body size, doesn't it? You know, anybody can use this to check. And if you check this, and interestingly the what we call the arse line, and you drop a line down here with Patrick with the size of his rear end, it's actually a little bit further than it should be. But you want about this much gap down here between his feet and the club here with that balance line, and if you've got that, you're actually not too far away. Now, what we also like to see is that when someone's back is particularly as straight as this, you want to make sure that their head's nice and relaxed, so that he's actually sort of looking down at the ball like that. You don't want this sort of stretched look to it, because I never really like that sort of tense look. You don't want to get tense, you want to be athletic and ready to move over the ball. And I think the weight is one thing that we should talk about. Why don't you just go ahead and stand on this fella here? It's only a Nike shaft, you'll be fine. We used to say many years ago that you want your weight on the balls of the feet, because you need to be like a goalkeeper and this sort of thing. Yeah, but actually you don't really jump around during a swing, and if you do, you shouldn't be. So what you actually need is you need your weight pretty much right over your ankle joint. So you want your weight sort of right here. So you see where Patrick stood on this shaft there? That's where you want your body weight, because what you need to do is your ankle's made for turning around. So when Patrick makes a backswing, you'll see that his angles pretty much stay the same, and the weight is on his feet there and stays right in that sort of area. If he had his weight too far forwards, he'd be moving around all the time, and that's not what we want to do. Yeah. So I think those are our main posture keys. Get your balance line right, back nice and straight, head relaxed. You need your backside out over your feet a little bit, and you want your weight on that line there, so not in the balls of your feet, but in the centre of your feet. So you know all about the posture now. Pat's told you how to do it. Get it done.
Get it done, just like you did the grip from last week. By the way, you can send pictures in from your grip last week and now the posture from this week, just to make sure that
we're giving a free present away, a huge big present. We don't know what it is yet, of course, because I've just thought of it. But we're giving a huge big present away to anybody who sends us a picture of their grip and posture, which we can then analyse on the next podcast. And
that'd be interesting.
That would be good. So please do it. We'll promise we'll send you an awesome present, which we'll get for free from someone. Fitting with Santiago, maybe.
We'll see you hopefully next week.
Yeah, alright, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you definitely next week. It feels good to be doing it again.
Cheers.
Alright, cheers.
I did the sides, but it's fucking stupid. They left it so long here, and the sides are so short.